everybody, Lord Almighty here. Today is Saturday, May 8th, 2021. It's kind of a cool, gloomy day today. We got rain showers moving through the state all day. Could have stayed on the couch, but decided to throw on some rain gear and head on up to the Raritan River. Now, the last time I came to the Raritan, I was trying to catch 10 different species of fish. Today, I'm only trying to catch one. My favorite, the smallmouth bass. And my plan is going to be to use crawfish imitations like this one. And I'm going to start out by throwing it around on a mushroom head jig. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because that mushroom head jig is going to cause the bait to stand up, and it's going to look like the bait is going to assume a defensive position. So I'm hoping that if my bait shows some defense, the smallmouths will show some offense. And that didn't take long. First cast snag. I might have to rethink my mushroom head strategy. Oh, got it out. We'll see. If that keeps happening, then I just might go ahead and switch to a Texas rig. I don't feel like losing a dozen of these mushroom heads today. Did you see that? That was absolutely a smallmouth. Looks like I know where my next cast is going. That was a smallie for sure. Oh yeah, look at that. He ripped the claw right off. Might not have been very big. That was definitely a strike. Now, I have a question for you guys that fish with plastic craws a lot. When one of the pincers gets yanked off, do you switch lures or do you keep fishing with it? Because, you know, one-clawed crawfish are a thing. They happen sometimes. So I would think that the effectiveness of the lure wouldn't completely go away, but at the same time, you've only got half the number of pincers on here. So is it half as effective as a whole craw? I don't know. I've never been able to decide what's better. I guess maybe it's a matter of personal preference. Well, I fished that one-clawed craw through some pretty good-looking water and did not get a single bite. So I switched over to a new two-clawed model. Will that make a difference? Not sure, but it certainly couldn't hurt. There we go, fish on. Oh, there's one with him, it's even bigger. This guy's like 10 inches. I saw one, maybe 15, swimming with him. But, okay, first fish of the day. There's this rocky ledge right here. I just had to get out past it, and he thumped it. All right. We are on him now. Let's hope I can get that bigger one. Well, guys, I was fishing with that craw for a solid hour, and I only got that one fish. So I was wondering if maybe switching to a different brand might help. The one I was using was from Missile Baits. This is a Yum craw. Looks a little bit different. I think the claws have a little bit of a different action. And maybe this will get these fish going better than that Missile Baits one did. Well, it just started to rain. I'm actually surprised it held off this long. But this is the last run I'm going to fish before I get back to the car, so I won't be in it for very long. Unless the fishing's really good. But it hasn't been so far. Well, everybody, I think I'm going to leave this spot behind. You know, I'll tell you what. As good as this place looks and as many big fish as I have seen at this stretch, it has never treated me right. So I think I'm going to go to a spot that has treated me right and maybe change up my game plan too, since the craw isn't really impressing me today either. So sit tight and I will see you in a couple of seconds. Alright everybody, here we are at the next spot. This has been my go-to spot on the river for quite some time now, so I'm hopeful that this spot will produce better than that last one. And I've also switched out gear. I've got a lighter spinning setup, and I also downsized lures. I'm using this little tube jig on a 1/32 ounce jig head, and I'm hoping that the smaller lures will get the bite going. I'm already seeing a lot of fish rising out here. I think most of them are trout. They could be smallies, but they're probably trout. Oh, there's a fish. Ah, would you look at that? I'm throwing around a little tube for smallies, and I wind up getting a rainbow trout. Alright, well, it's something anyway. Alright, back he goes. Look at that. They're hitting mayflies. There's a ton of mayflies out right now, and these trout are just feasting. Look at that. That's what these trout are eating. They are just gorging themselves on these guys. Alright, buddy. Go do your thing. Hopefully you lay your eggs before a trout gets you. There we go, fish on. Looks like it's another rainbow trout. I guess I could play with these guys for a little bit. They're always fun. And they're liking that tube jig. This one's bigger than that last one was. Oh, he pulled himself out. Or not. Oh, now he's off. Well, he half pulled himself off, and then he finished the job when he got out of the net. There he is right there. There he goes. All right. There we go, fish on. Ah, it is another rainbow. Well, I guess I don't have much choice but to play with these guys today. Smallmouths aren't biting, and these guys are. So, guess this is becoming a trout fishing video. Oh, look at that. Hang on a second, guys. I want to show you something. That fish has a jaw tag. The state puts jaw tags on a few of the trout that they stock every year. And if you return them to the state, I think you get a patch and a certificate. But I'm not much interested in that. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let this guy go with the jewelry intact and hope that maybe some kid will catch him. Fish on. Whoa! That is not a rainbow trout. That is not a rainbow trout. That is what we are here for. Come on, big boy. There we go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. On that dinky little tube jig. Oh, man. That's a solid fish. That's probably a 16, 17-inch smallmouth. Gorgeous. All right, it's a smallmouth fishing video again. Heck yeah. All righty. There we go. Fish on. Oh my goodness. You gotta be kidding me. Guys, this one might be bigger than the last one. And you can tell because I've forgotten how to speak. Tell you what is fighting harder than that last one. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah! He's sitting right there. Look at that. Mocking me. Ah. You know, I saw him shaking his head like he was going to jump. And I put the rod tip down to keep him down, but I think that's what popped the hook loose. Ah, wow. I don't think he was bigger than that last one, but he was close. He was close. Again, on this tiny little tube jig, on a 1/32 ounce jig head. Look at that, he bent the hook out a little bit too. Wow. There we go, fish on. That looks like another rainbow. Boy, that's so cool, isn't it? Rainbow trout and lunker smallmouths out of the same hole. Hook just popped right out. That's a chunky little rainbow trout right there. All right, send him on his way. Here we go. This feels like another rainbow trout. Yep, sure is. All right, in the net you go. Another one that liked that tube jig. You're supposed to be eating flies, not tube jigs. It's not very trout-like of you. Hopefully you've learned your lesson. There we go. Another trout. Whew! Nice collars on this one. Look at that stripe. That is gorgeous. Come on, flip over so I can get that jig out. Oh, never mind. He spit it himself. He's eager to get back, so I will oblige him. There we go, fish on. Looks like this is another rainbow trout. Yep. Come on up here. Get in the net. I really got that tube way down in there. Let's take care of you, buddy boy. All right. Hook is out. He's not bleeding. He should be fine. There we go. Hit that on the drop. Whoa, look at him take to the sky. Oh, get up here. Yes. Oh, and the hook popped right out. Another fat one. Whoops. There. Oh, he's still not out. Come on, buddy. There you go. On your way. There we go. That's 3 straight casts. Three straight casts. I've nailed a rainbow trout in here. That's the hat trick, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. There we go. Oh, 4 in a row. 4 casts in a row, getting a fish in the net. All right, there we go. Get out of there. Huh, didn't catch a fish on that cast. The spot sucks. Oh, fish on. Woo! Nice little jump. Still don't know what he is yet. Oh, it's a smallie. Yes. All right. Oh man, this guy. Well, I was gonna say he was not long, but he was chunky. Unfortunately, we won't get that on video, will we? There we go. Oh, he came off. You know what? That looked like a nice rainbow. That looked like maybe a 15, 16-inch rainbow trout. That was a solid fish. Yeah, I'm missing the big fish today. That's never a good sign. Here we go, fish on. Oh my goodness. This is a lunker. This is a lunker. Oh my gosh, it's a big rainbow trout. It's a big rainbow trout. Like a big rainbow trout, guys. Oh my goodness. Wow, look at this big boy. Look at this big boy. I need to get this guy into some quieter water. Wow. She is beautiful. Look at her in the water. Look at that stripe sticking out like a sore thumb. Man. Oof. Look at the size of her. How big is this fish? You know what? Let's bring her over to shore. I want to get a measurement on this fish. All right. Let me just go ahead and do this. 20, 22. That ties my personal best. Rainbow trout. Oh, jeez. All right. Let's get... Look what she ate. Friggin' Ned rig. I was trying for Smallies. Good Lord. Okay. Let's get her back in the water. She is obviously still full of energy. Get one last look at her. Look at that. This is a beast of a rainbow trout. It's got to be what? 3.5, 4 pounds? Okay. Oh, jeez. Whoa. Easy. I'm gonna have to revive her a little bit. And there she goes. Wow. I was not expecting to catch that fish today. Not even close. Well, I said earlier that I was missing all the big fish today. I didn't miss that one. Look at that. On the flippin' Ned rig. #1 trophy rainbow trout tactic, Ned rig. Put it in the books. Here we go, fish on. Look at that. That's another rainbow trout on the Ned rig. And it popped right out. Look at that. Rainbow trout on the Ned rig, just how I drew it up. There we go, fish on. Well, he hit it way out there. I bet you this is another trout on the Ned. Yep, sure is. Good night. Who'd have thought? All right, back he goes. There we go, fish on. That's a rainbow trout. It's a pretty nice one. Not as big as that last one, but he'll do. Get in the net. There we go. All right. Yeah, that's probably about a 15-inch rainbow. You know, I thought... Oh, hook came right out. I thought I missed a rainbow about this size earlier. That might be the same one I missed. All right. Another nice rainbow on the day. Went back to the little tube jig. Wow. Well guys, that is going to do it for me today. Turned into a really, really interesting day of fishing. Started off really slow, throwing around those crawfish imitations. They just were not getting the job done. So I decided to come down here to my go-to spot and switch to some lighter tackle, and wound up doing pretty well. Got maybe about a dozen stocky rainbows, went 1 for 2 on big smallmouths, and of course got that big bruiser rainbow trout, biggest I've ever caught, well, tied for the biggest I've ever caught, and certainly fish of the day. So throwing around those light lures and coming down to this spot certainly paid off in the end. So just remember, when the bite is slow and the fish have got you frustrated, maybe you should lighten up. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you on the next adventure.